with Southern Skeins, and welcome to Sunday Yarn Chat Live. I know I haven't been around for a few weeks. Totally get that. Life happens. We all get busy, right? It's just one of those things. But I'm here, I'm back, and I'm so happy to be here. And I hope you guys are happy to be here too. Let me know below in the comments or if you're watching this live on replay with hashtag live or hashtag replay. Tell me where you're from, and let's have some good yarn chat today, shall we? I have so much to tell you guys today. I know it's been a few weeks since I've been here, like I just said, but I have been so busy. Some of the things we've been doing is reworking some colors in the dye studio for new colors to release. We've been working on our Halloween countdown box. Don't worry, that's not replacing Cereal Skeins. Cereal Skeins is still coming, and it's going to be a quarterly box instead of just annual. But it's going to be a quarterly one-time purchase. You don't have to sign up for the subscription if you don't want to until people decide if they like it. I know sometimes signing up for subscription can be a little much. So anyways, here we are. It's Florida in June now because today is Sunday, June 1st. And I am now in my curly hair season. I embrace my type 3A curls and I roll with them. And I've got one right there. There we go. One kind of went. So after we got a few things done this morning, we went out to church. After that, we went, Dave and I had to run by Target, pick up an order. And then we went out for a Sunday drive. We grabbed the dogs, put Remy and Mally in the car. And we went for a Sunday drive. We went about an hour and a half away. If you guys are familiar at all with Perry, Florida, we drove all the way down to Perry. Just driving and chatting and having a grand old time. And it was a lot of fun. We like to go on Sunday drives. They're one of our favorite pastimes to do. I know we're weird, huh? We like to go on Sunday drives. I remember going on Sunday drives when I was a kid living in Massachusetts. My parents would take me on a Sunday drive. They'd throw me in the car and I'd have to go because I was like a kid. But they'd want to do a Sunday drive, and then I was like, I don't ever want to do a Sunday drive. And now Dave and I love doing Sunday drives. So we are here. Hi, thanks so much for joining us. Let me know below and in the chat where you're from, and so glad to have you here today. So let's see. Last night, Charlie and Tyler went out for date night, so I was able to puppy sit. And it was so much fun. We had Silas and we had Cash with us, and I loved it. It was so much fun because we puppy sat for hours. It was a lot of fun, and it was just great. It was absolutely great. They're just such great dogs. I mean, Silas is a 90-pound pit bull, and he is the biggest baby you've ever met. He's insane. He really is. He should be the scary, scary dog. And he's not. He's just like, hey, I'm here. Let me love on you. Let me sit on your lap. Yes, I weigh 90 pounds, but I'm going to sit on your lap. Sound good? Yeah. He's crazy. He really is. And then there's Cash, who is, they're both, Silas is 2. Cash is also 2. But Cash is a little scrappy boxer, and he's just the cutest little thing. And he goes after Mally. He'll go after Mally, and he'll just go up on Mally's face like that. And he'll be like, Mally, like if they could talk. But he's just like, play with me. And she's like, go away. I don't want to play with you. And then Silas is just like jumping everywhere. And it's great. It's so much fun to have them there and to play with Remy and Mally. It's wonderful. So we did that. And I've got a hair in my eye. You'll have to forgive me. I'm so sorry. We're live, so there's not a lot I can do. So had a lot of fun. Last week we got all the way to Sunday night, late Sunday night, and then I was like, it's Sunday. I didn't go live. And it was like, you didn't. I'm like, no, I forgot. I don't know why. I completely forgot it was Sunday. Somehow, some way I forgot it was Sunday. Who knows? So, let's see. Live comments from viewers will appear on screen during your stream. Yes. Okay, great. Okay. So I've just turned it on so we can see comments. And so exciting. So yeah, StreamYard's having a lot of changes lately. All right, you guys ready for some whips? Okay, well, let's do a finished object first. Let us do my finished object, which is kind of also a whip, but I'm breaking it down by months and calling each month its own whip or foe. So it's Meredith's 2025 blanket. And so we started it late. Okay, so this is June, April, March. We started the pattern in March. So here is March. And then here is April. Okay, that's kind of like a square print or a square stitch. Now, everybody remembers I did this one wrong, right? The first one was supposed to be all stockinette. And instead, I did it with ridges. I did knit, knit, purl, knit. So I ended up with ridges. I was supposed to have done all knits and end up with stockinette, and I didn't. So, there we go. So yeah, it's a little different. Now, the one thing I did is that when I got these together, I realized I don't like the way that the two colors just kind of mash like that. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to cut this apart and pick up the stitches on each side. Yes, I'm actually going to pick up the stitches on each side. And I'm going to put in some white. So what I've done on this end is I took some undyed. Get that in there where it's going to look. See, now I'm blowing everything out. Let me adjust the camera a bit. I am blowing everything out. Let's adjust the camera. There we go. Let's make it a little bit warmer. Okay, there we go. So, does that help? No, that doesn't really help. What if I move this off of me for a minute? There we go. Okay. It's a little bit better. You can see it a little bit better, I think. Anyways, it's undyed. So I'm doing a little border between it. And then I left the stitches live here and then just put them on a little try-on cord and then a lock keeper right here. And I'm going to leave those live. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up turning it 90 degrees, picking up this way, and then I'm going to knit, again, the 6 rows. I think I did 6 or 8 rows of the white. So I'm going to do that again here. And then I'll start June's color. May's color? The third color, the third month. So then I'll start that. But first I'm going to go back in before I do any of that. I'm going to go back in and I'm going to go right into here. Right into here. Now see, it looks really good here. But on this side, the way I picked up the stitches, it's actually pretty helpful because it left me a good idea of where I should pick up the stitches from. Look at that. So it left me some really clear delineation there. So I'm going to go back in, pick up the stitches, put the white back in for 6 or 8 rows, and then start with the next block. But I'm so happy. I have finished block 2. Last year, I made it through block 1 and stopped. The year before, I didn't even finish block 1. So I am really pleased that I have this block 2 done. Now you guys have got to hold me accountable and make sure that I finish this. Okay? Might be a while, but I'm going to finish it. I promise. Well, I shouldn't promise. I hope. So this is the color I've been using to separate the colors right there. There we go. Okay, we got a good view of that now. That's what I've been using. It's just plain old undyed to separate the colors. And this was last month's color. Now this one was the January color. We hadn't started the blanket yet, but I'm thinking of adding this one in because I just, you know, it's pink. It's one of my favorite colors, right? So there we go. So I'm thinking I'm going to add it back in. So, oh, and I got these cute little new, has a chain on the end, scissors. And I love it. And they're tiny. And they come closed so I can drop it in my bag or anything. I'm probably going to have these out on the store for like $3. I have a few different pastel colors, but I've been loving them. So there you go. And oh, let me show you guys. So, you know, I love leather totes and everything, right? Well, Dave made those leather shawl cuffs, which he's made more. But where'd they go? Well, dang it, Jen, where'd you put them? Ow! Hold on. They're down here. Okay, so, you know, he made me those leather shawl cuffs, right? And I think I've listed this one in the shop as tobacco, this colorway. And they're in 3 different lengths. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3. 3 different lengths, okay? And button clasps, okay? So you've got, actually these are all in the same one. Let me go grab the other ones. So he loves doing leather work and everything. So here we go. Put it in camera, girl. So matte black, aged copper, and I think that's gunmetal. And then I don't know, this might be gunmetal too. This might be another duplicate of gunmetal. So I think it's those. No, okay. So yes. Okay, so yes. So we now have a new one, a new colorway, and I'm gonna be adding this to the shop. I think I'm calling this cognac. I'm not quite sure. Now these are mine, so Dave tried out different. That's one of the edges that he tried that he wanted to showcase. Then here's another one. There you go. And finally, here's the third one. It's just flat. And then the original is the round. So these are going to be the 3 types. But I'm not so sure what I think of these 2. I think I mostly just prefer the flat, which I think he needs to burnish the ends more so that it's more like this, because I don't think he really burnished the end of this very well. So he's got to go and burnish that. And then the 3 different choices for the snaps. But it's all real leather. It's all cowhide. I don't do faux leather. And you can tell from, it's pretty thick. It's 8 to 9 ounce leather, which I think is 2 millimeters. There we go. Get it behind my hand. There you go. And I call this kind of like the fuzzy side. I know that's not the actual term for it, but it's the underneath of the hide. So it's the suede type of side. So it's got the nice sort of suede feel to it. I mean, I guess it's probably suede because it is a cow, so it's probably that. All these leathers are American. They are American cows. They are byproducts of the beef industry. So when cows go to butchers to get butchered, um, they have their hides left, right? Because the people who are cooking your steak don't want the hide. So they get sold to leather companies to tan. And that's what this is. This is a byproduct of the steak industry, let's just say. So, so yeah, I have a video going out of him making one of these for a customer recently. And the wonderful thing is, these will just sort of naturally just become aged and rustic and beautiful. And as you can see in here, there's some pull up. So this is what we call pull up. See that in there? It's got some lighter texture in there. And that was done, it's nice and smooth, but this is when it was tanned that some of the color pulled up, and it gives you that beautiful depth and shading in there. Now these are a little bit of scratches or, like aging and everything, but I love it. And then here's, like I said, the lighter one. You'll be able to see the two of them in contrast to each other. Flip it around, girl. There you go. And do I actually have? I do actually have. Let me go two of the same with the same buckle so you can see with the same snap. I love it. There you go. So I think I'm calling this one to cognac, and I know this one's already called tobacco. So there you go. Great way to hold your shawls. And like I said, we've had quite a few ordered, and thank you for that. And Dave is enjoying making them. But where I was going with all this, let me put these back in the drawer. Where I was going with all this is, I love leather totes. So I asked Dave to make me a leather tote. Y'all ready for this? Here's my leather tote. I'm in love with this leather tote. Seriously. I mean, look at this leather. It has so much depth. You can't even really see it, all the depth and everything, just from here. But it is so, so, so pretty. I love it. Absolutely. All hand stitched. He hand stitched all of that. Punches the holes. Hand stitches it. Over here, all hand stitched, hand cut, everything. And you can see on the inside the beautiful, we're going to call it suede. I think it is suede because that's what suede is. Dave would know the exact term. And then you can see all of the stitching and everything like that. And because I said I wanted something that was going to be big enough to hold this project wherever I went. So I have the big skein. I have what's left of this skein. I have a mini. I have all my tools. I have a yarn buddy. I have another full skein. And I have 2 months worth of this. And here's this month's club. Whoop, turn it so you can't actually see my address, because yes, I actually do mail myself one. So I have this month's yarn club right in there. So there you go. I'm debating on whether or not I want him to put a snap on it for me or something. But right now I just kind of like it the way it is. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. I'm glad you like it. So I think we're going to be selling these online on the store. I think they're going to be $125 because it takes him like an entire day to make one, because he hand cuts, hand does everything, hand stitches everything. So it's got a nice boxed bottom here. It's made from 3 pieces of leather. So you've got the leather here, and then the third piece. So they're all stitched together. And then we have the 2 straps. And I tell you, it is so comfortable. This is Vachetta. So this is just untanned Vachetta leather. And isn't that nice? Love it. This is gonna, like, if you have natural stuff with leather you're going to see. This will absorb your hand oils and everything. It'll turn your own color of tan. It'll just be beautiful. It'll patina, and this will just get more and more lovely too. But what I love is it's so nice and soft. I mean, it's not a stiff leather. I mean, it folds good. But the handles are nice and stiff and heavy. The handles are great. They're not going anywhere. And I love it. So, yeah, I think they'll all be special order. They'll all be available with made to order. But yeah, he's going to start offering that. So, we saw my blanket. Let's go take a look at the yarn club for this month, okay? So here we go. We've got Southern Stitch Box. And yes, I actually did mail myself one this month. Sometimes I like to mail myself one of these things so that way I know how it shows up in the mail. Because sometimes I'm testing my mail carrier to see how it actually shows up. Damage, stuff like that. All right, you guys ready? Put bag over there. This was this month's bag by Miss Fiber Fox. It's a tulip pink fabric as always, and I love this. I think it's called Cosmic Raindrops or Lunar Raindrops, something like that. Okay, you guys ready? All right, oh, wow. Apparently I put a lot of yarn in here when I packed it. Okay. Apparently I packed myself a deluxe and I didn't even realize it. Okay, so this month's color, and I'm doing the worsted. So that's this month's color, and I'm just loving all the speckles. I just love it. Love all the speckles. And let's see, May 2025 colorway, Lunar Rainfall. Oh, actually, this is a DK. Southern DK set, 100 grams skein, 246 yards, 20 grams skein, 45 yard mini, 75% 19.5 superwash merino, and 25% nylon 3-ply. So there you go. Look at all this. Look at these speckles. Okay? Look at these speckles. Look at these speckles. Look at them. Look at this. I love it. Okay? I love it. So, I'm excited. Gave myself 2. Oh, you love the colors. Thank you, Jennifer. Here's our insert for the month. I always like to do the insert that matches. So, Lunar Rainfall. You can choose between sock, DK, or worsted. We also, so worsted's 100% superwash merino. Sock and DK are the blend of superwash merino and nylon. And then we also have an option of MCN sock. And I know people have been loving the MCN sock. It's like if you love merino, cashmere, nylon, then you know and you love it. So we have we've started offering that in the club. And then we have Project Bag. Deluxe only got the Project Bags, or if you did the Add a Bag subscription. By Ms. Fiber Fox in Tulip Pink fabric. And of course, if you're a subscriber, you have your 15% off code for any in-stock items. Goodie bag. We have the bag tag, how tool decreases. I know I'm corny. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm not all that creative. So it's called a bag tag. Oh, and look at the little bits of neon in this. It's hard to see on screen, but there's neon in there. So I'm not all that creative on things. I kind of come up with a lot of corny already, figured out. So your goodie bag comes in a little chiffon bag like this. Now, if you got the regular, if you did not get the deluxe and get the bag, then your set comes in a bigger pink chiffon. So Tyler packed all these for me. So let's see. So here is the stitch marker by Braun Shepherd. And I love it. I say that every month, how much I love her stitch markers. Focus. There we go. That is the stitch marker this month by Bronze Shepherd. I love it. Every month I give her an image of the fabric, and then flip for me. There you go. And then we pull the colors for the yarn from the fabric. And we did a heavily speckled this month because it's on a white background. So I thought it'd be fun to just do like a heavily speckled thing. So there you go. Bronze Shepherd Studios. So let me go back to my list here. So handmade polymer clay stitch marker by Bronze Shepherd. She's been doing my stitch marker 4 years now, I think. 4 or 5 years. I don't know. I started doing clubs back on Etsy. Goodness. Years ago, like 6 years ago. And Etsy never even had a subscribe function. So I just had to always relist it every month. Okay, so tea and lotion packets. This month was Mango Passion Fruit by Stash. And get ready. Hold on to your corniness because I'm about to say it. This way, you have stash tea so you can build your yarn stash and your tea stash at the same time. Yeah. So, there you go. Because, like, again, I'm corny and very non-creative. So it's stash tea, rose hips, orange peel, lemongrass, hibiscus, safflower, natural mango flavor, licorice root, citric acid, and natural passion fruit flavor. It's good. I really like it, especially brewed and then iced. It's great. Happy Hands lotion. We are getting to the bottom of our Happy Hands, the extras that we bought before they went out of business. This one is Shetland. Love it. So I think June is going to be the last month of Happy Hands. Now, this is very important. That's the end of Happy Hands, but we're either going to go with Eucalyptus wool wash packets. Okay. Or we'll go with another packet of this. Well, not this brand, but, a little lotion packet. So tell me below in the comments, would you rather see a Eucalyptus? And I'm not sure of the scent. It might be unscented. I don't know. So I know a lot of people with their wool, they don't want to necessarily have a scent. I know people are allergic to lavender. So this is just one I have in here. They also have, man, I've got a bunch in here. Let's see. So this is another one I just have in here. I think this is this is natural. This is unscented. So, let me know if you're going to want another type of lotion in a little packet, or if you're going to maybe want to try a Eucalyptus or another wool wash in a packet. Put these away. And my tea. Oops, put these away. Great having everything right near my desk. Okay, so the bag tag how tool, right? Because I'm corny and I don't really, So I have been having so much fun with laser cutting. Okay. Having so much fun, and I'm able to give these to you. Wool wash. Thank you, Sharon. Wool wash. I am able to give you guys this inside your club every month. I love it. I think it's bamboo. I think I ordered bamboo for all this. So it's smooth. There's no rough edges. It's not going to catch on anything. It's always going to come with a colorful little chain here for you to put wherever you want. And I'm calling these wool tools. What did I say I'm calling these? Bag tags, how tool. So this is the how tool decrease. So you've got a couple decreases in there. Okay. So teaches you to do the knit two together. and slip slip knit, which knit two together is my favorite. I don't care if it's going the wrong direction. Knit two together is my favorite. Slip slip knit, the left slanted decrease. Slip 2 stitches from your left needle together onto your right. Insert left needle into front of stitches and knit at the same time. I just like the knit two together. I don't know why. And even if it's the wrong one, I don't care. It's just my favorite. I love to do that. So yeah, I'm able to give you guys these inside the subscription every month. Now, I'm not saying every month is going to be this, but I can give you guys these every single month. So if there's one in particular that you're interested in, let me know because I can do it. And this is so smooth. It's not going to catch on anything. Okay. It's like extra good. So it was major upgrade this year. And that and my crafty husband, Dave, who just loves making all sorts of leather things and what have you. Honestly, he just starts making these things for me, and I'm like, that would sell pretty good in the store, wouldn't it? Yeah. So, okay, wool wash is what Sharon wants. Everybody else, tell me below what you'd like to see. And bronze shepherd. I just love these things, and they're just so cute. Every month, she just amazes me. She's making something special this month for the next release for the Notions Club. The Notions Club this time, I'm doing a mending kit, and so she's making something special for that, and also she does 3D printing. I've got some ideas there. She has a 3D printer, which now I'm like thinking, 3D printer, really? I wonder if I end up really liking it. I might end up getting a 3D printer. Tyler's been wanting me to get one for a while. So that's this month's yarn club. Hold on, let me hold it up one last time for y'all. There you go. Everyone like it? See it? Looks great. So that's this month's yarn club. So exciting. We've been working on some new colorways. So we're going to go back to offering dyed to order for tonals. And we have been working on quite a few new colors. Tyler, there's a video going up shortly. Tyler has been dyeing some. And let me flip these all the same way so that they're easier for me to hold. So these are some blues and purples. Sorry, grays, taupes, and purples. And well, that one just fell on the floor. Got some here. They're not going to come as a set like this. You're just going to be able to order dyed to orders in 100 gram Skeins or 50s. Or I guess minis if you wanted to pick some together and put together some minis. You could do that too. And then I have a whole stack here of them right there. Yeah, right there. So there's more in the drying room. There's a lot more. So, and if you haven't seen the Lattice Befriends sock pattern by Elandrea Knits, here it is, all done up in a sock. And you get plenty. I mean, plenty with 100 gram Skeins. I mean, you're going to have enough to make another pair of socks. And I just love it. I love her patterns. I love the way they look. Let me try turning off that light. Hold on. Okay, let's see if that does it any better. It's darker, but it's not bad. There you go. It is a little darker. So, that's where we are. That's what I'm working on. And I don't know if you can hear in the background, Dave's playing a video game. So he's in the other room playing a video game. And I'm trying to do these later on Sundays so I can catch more people. because I know that doing these really, really early, like at 11:30, after I get home from church, is probably too early for most people, especially since I'm on the East Coast. So I'm going to be doing them later in the day, which probably 3, 4-ish sort of thing. And let me know below what you think of the time change and if you like that or not. Sorry, I can't really see the screen unless I've got my glasses on. And I know it gives a glare, and there we go. Maybe that's better. I'm sorry that it gives a glare. I'm working on it. I'm still new at this whole thing. Anyways, thanks so much, everybody. I'm working on a new blog series. It'll be coming out shortly. The new Knit Stitch Tees is going to be the patriotic one this month, because I always do the patriotic tee in June. I think you're going to like it. We have one for knitting, one for crochet, and then just some other patriotic tees in there too. So go check out knitstitchtees.com. If you're not a subscriber to the Southern Stitch Box, go ahead and subscribe. We would love to have you join us. Oh, right. I was going to also talk about my crochet journey, wasn't I? Okay. So I said during May, I was going to be working on a granny square. Well, just between us, I can't get past single crochet. My crochets now, my squares are now actually square. Okay. They're not like wonky anymore. They're square. I can't get past single crochet. Guys, I am trying. I am so trying to get this granny square done. I know I said I was going to have it done by the end of May. It's not done for the end of May because I can't get past a single crochet. I got to figure it out. So if you've got any tips for someone who can't get past a single crochet and wants to make a granny square, please tell me. Please send me a DM or something. You know, I need to know how to get past a single crochet if I want to make this granny square, because I don't know how to do it. I'm trying and it's just not working. So help a girl out, would you? But you know what? Again, my knitting philosophy and now my crochet philosophy is deep breath. If you get it done, you get it done. And if you don't, you don't. You're not in competition with anybody, okay? So I just keep reminding myself, I'm not in competition with anybody. If I get it done, I get it done. If I don't, I don't, okay? I wanted to have it done by the end of May. It's not. I spent plenty of time. I allocated plenty of time this month to work on it. I worked on it. I've been working on it. And it's, I can't get past a single crochet. So that's my philosophy. Yarn and knitting and crochet and weaving and all those kinds of things, embroidery, should be fun. They should be enjoyable. And if we're taking so much time and worrying about it and competing and how many of these can you knit in a month and how many of those can you knit in a month, take a deep breath. Give yourself some grace. It's okay. It really is okay. Nobody's in a competition, okay? Do what you can. And like I said, that's what I tell myself every month is, oh my gosh, somebody already finished their blanket square. What am I going to do? You know, because they're done and I'm not. And I'm like, it's okay. It's just totally okay, right? We are knitting and crocheting and everything else for ourselves, okay? Unless we're giving them for gifts, which if that's the case, I'm starting now on Christmas. But really, we're doing this for ourselves, okay? For our relaxation, our well-being, our way, for me it's a relaxing thing. I like doing nice simple patterns where I can read a book or I can watch a video or something like that while I'm going, okay? Enjoy the process, okay? Enjoy the process, enjoy it and relax, and don't worry, you're not competing with anybody. You really aren't. I will, at least that's what I keep telling myself. I will talk with you guys all. Oh, Halloween Advent or Halloween Countdown Box. I forgot to mention that one. It's online. It's for sale. I believe you can get it by itself or you can get it with the goodies. I want to say, let me check real quick. I can go right into the store and check. I think it's $150. 13 skeins. Let me go look. 13 minis. It's called Southern Gothic Tales, a Halloween countdown box. And here is its graphic. It's hard to see on that, yeah. And it's basically going to be it's going to be stories and tales from Savannah, Georgia, all the way down to Louisiana Bayou. And it's going to be all the creepy sort of stories. So it's $100 for 13 days, 13 spooky surprises, and one hauntingly beautiful project. So you're going to get 13 individually packaged 20-gram mini skeins, a pattern, and then if you choose the ultimate experience, you're going to get little bonus items tucked in at different places. So we're offering it on sock, merino fingering, which is 100% superwash wool, no nylon, MCN sock, merino silk fingering, because you guys have been asking me for that, a merino silk combo, Southern DK, MCN DK, merino DK, and merino worsted. So whenever one of my yarns starts with merino, it means that it's 100% merino, 100% superwash. If it starts with Southern, that means it's the wool nylon blend. So that's why I try to keep it simple like that. Merino fingering is merino. It's fingering weight. It's 2-ply, and there's no nylon in it. So actually, yeah, that is right, merino fingering. The reason I didn't call it merino sock was I didn't want to give the impression that it had nylon in it. MCN sock, merino silk fingering, merino silk, and that's 80% superwash merino, 21.5 micron, and 20% mulberry silk, 2-ply. It is dreamy. It is, I'm including other yarns at other price points that are more, that are a little higher on the price point, but you can still choose. You can still choose your southern line and then your merino line are both the same price. Is when we start getting into like southern merino silk, when I start doing some of the yaks, when I start doing things like that. But I want to be able to give you guys options here, because sometimes we all like to knit with something different. Sometimes I like to knit with merino silk. I just do. So, but unfortunately I have to charge a premium for that. Same thing with MCN. I mean, the Nomad charges me more for my yarn, so I've got to, I can't charge all the same price. But $100 for the 13 skeins, and then $158 if you want the goodies included. And of course, at that price point, it includes shipping. So, and we still have and we've sold quite a bit. I was surprised. Anyways, I hear the dogs outside. It sounds like Dave is getting ready to take them on a walk. So I think I'm going to go join them. And I am going to say goodnight. And let me know if you like the time that I started this. And I will go ahead and do it again next week at this time. Or if you want me to go back to the original, like 11 or 12 Eastern. But I think I like the later afternoon one because I think I just like the later afternoon one. Because it's later in the day and more people are around for it. Anyways, drop me a comment below. It would really help out the algorithm and really get me out to more people. And thanks so much, everybody. Have a great day. I will talk to you next week. Bye.